Everyone, this is Jeff again, and I just wanted to show a couple things I had actually gotten from the last week or so off of eBay, off of ShopGoodwill, off of a couple of different things like that, things I sniped essentially. The first thing I'm going to show is I got this enormous lot, and when I first saw it, I was freaking out because I'm a huge fan of the show, and it's been a few years since it ended, and I mean, I know how much the items are worth because I bought them for myself. But when I saw them on ShopGoodwill, I wonder how these things end up getting donated. I never understand. I would think that somebody that likes this show isn't necessarily old enough to have passed away from natural causes. I'm not. I just don't. I don't know. Maybe somebody got kicked out of their house and their parents threw them away or just donated the stuff. But I have no idea. But it was an enormous lot of the Battlestar Galactica items, and it ended up having 12 of the action figures still in the cards, and it had 14 of the little titanium series ships. These figures tend to be around between 25 and even $50 for them, but the big things are, and here's just half of the figures. I won't show you all of them. If somebody is a fan of Battlestar Galactica and we're interested in knowing who I have, just leave a comment and I'll tell you. The ships tend to be anywhere from $30 to even $60. And these are really neat. I actually have a whole set of these that I got maybe a couple years ago, and I paid a decent amount for them. And in this lot, I ended up paying $7 per item after paying the shipping and all that. The insane ShopGoodwill shipping. It was like $19 for the shipping, and that's just, it's not cool. If you have if you have any questions on how ShopGoodwill's shipping and handling and all that stuff is, I have a video I did about 2 weeks ago, and it kind of covers that. I'll move all these over, but yeah, it ended up a bunch of these, and this is only pretty much, I got 2 or 3 a piece of those. Then I got, I'm not going to show that one yet, but I bought a lot because I like to combine shipping on ShopGoodwill, because there's been times where a listing will show that it's like $12 for shipping, and then I'll buy another listing and I'll combine them, and I'll send the people a message, and they will knock it down, the combined shipping, to less than it was to just ship the one item. I don't understand how that works, but again, it's kind of, I think they just throw a dart at the wall, and they're trying to make extra money off of the shipping, which is something I absolutely despise. But I ended up picking up a lot of these 1990 Kenner Alien figures, and I had these when I was a kid, so I think they're kind of cool. But there's a bunch of those. This guy explodes when you touch this button. The scorpion-looking one, a bunch of different ones. But I combine those with, because what I'll end up doing is I won't pay for an item that I win right away on ShopGoodwill. I will wait, and I will do a search for just that particular store's other items. And I will try to buy as many things that I can during that week, because they give you about a week grace period to pay. And I will try to combine as many things as possible just to get the shipping down on these, so you can actually get a good deal on ShopGoodwill, which they don't really want you to get. Which I guess I don't blame them. They're trying to make money, but it's still annoying. Don't hide costs or hide fees. That's not nice. But I got these two guys. We got a Cringer from Masters of the Universe and a Panther from Masters of the Universe. He's got some of his flocking coming off, but for the most part, I've bought a lot of these over the years, and this one's actually in one of the better shapes I've seen. But Cringer's missing all of his Battle Cat items, and Panther's missing his saddle, but they're still worth something. They're still cool. In the Alien lot, I ended up getting a bunch of, well, he's not a vintage one, but these guys are the first of the series of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So these actually do have some value to them. They're missing their guns. They're missing all that stuff. Some of their stickers are scuffed up, like him, and hers isn't too bad. but I haven't cleaned these yet, so I'll give them a quick clean and put them on my eBay store. So I actually already have those. A couple more of the aliens. Got the hugger guy and the queen alien that doesn't want to work right now, so that'll go over there. And I think the last alien one is this praying mantis one. So again, he's pretty cool. All right. One of the other things that really annoys me about Shop Goodwill and really bad eBay sellers is when they have a box that's too small for an item. And instead of getting another box that would fit, they jam the item into the smaller box and completely destroy the package. These things drive me insane. This was sent to me like this from Shop Goodwill. This is how it came out of the box. I don't understand why they wrapped it like this. Not sure at all. The picture showed a pretty flat card. I mean, it's Shop Goodwill, so I don't know who takes their pictures, but it's somebody with some sort of... They're definitely not professionals when it comes to taking pictures. And they don't describe the items really well, but I tend to be pretty good at being able to tell if there's creases or anything, but I would have never been able to predict that they were going to do that. And he's a Clerk's Dogma figure. He's actually pretty rare. He's the Golgothan demon from Dogma. But yeah, now I guess I won't be listing that as new. So put that off to the side. But along with that, that one actually stayed there for that whole week because it took me forever to find anything else that was worth buying from that particular Shop Goodwill. But I did end up, they put an N64 up for sale. It's missing the AV cord, but it does have the power adapter, which these are actually worth a little bit because a lot of the times you don't get these when you're at a garage sale or whatever. And it works fine. Unfortunately, it didn't have the RAM expansion. It just has the jump pack, but it tacked on an extra like $6, so can't be too sad about that. And I always buy lots of wrestlers. If anybody's watched my prior videos, they know that because I say it in pretty much every video. But I couldn't get worse timing than what I'm about to show. If anybody's, read the news or anything about anything wrestling related, they would know that this guy probably is not the greatest thing to own right now. He's not looking the best. I'm sure he'll explain away what happened in that video, but for right now, I again could not have timed this any worse. The lucky part of this was there was a Mattel figure I wanted in that set that actually is worth a decent amount. So I went ahead and I'm going to sell him. But the rest of them were just Jack's figures, so nothing great. Randy Orton, Triple H. Yeah, here's a Fisto Master of the Universe figure, but he's about as beat up as you could possibly be. Does have a soft head, though, so that's good. And the last things I want to show, it's another example of how Shop Goodwill, they take these pictures, they don't really describe how the cards look. Their pictures are awful. And when you get them, it's just kind of like, I wish you would have described these better. But these are some TNA Impact figures, and it's just the card. I don't understand how this happens, but it was jammed into the box, and there wasn't a lot of wiggle room, so it got beat up. But got James Storm there. Same with the Velvet Sky. It's got some issues with the card. Bobby Roode's not as bad, but it still has some really wrinkled corners. Just not acceptable. Not acceptable at all. We got the 2-packs, which these ended up being a little bit better, but they were shipped in a different box. But even those still got creases, which is very unfortunate. But the reason I'm going to let them off on these is their bad picture actually helped me out this time. This 2-pack is a ringside collectible exclusive of the Hardy Boys from TNA. And the Jeff Hardy side, I don't know if you could actually tell. Yeah, right there. Jeff Hardy actually signed this one, and Hardy's actually still, even though he's in TNA, is still one of the more popular wrestlers going right now. And this is probably, without a autograph and with a better package, is probably about a $80-$90 set. But with the autograph, I'm going to probably shoot it for like 120, something like that. But of course, I have to put it in collectible since the packaging is so beat up. And grabbed these two because the X-Files is being brought back. I think it's just like going to be a mini run. But these guys cost me $4 and then $6 shipping. So $5 a piece is not too bad. But look what they did to the cards. They did it again. These were in a box the size of the bubble, essentially, about that wide, and they just jammed them both in. So they damaged the packages, but not a whole lot you could do, because with ShopGoodwill, they make you run through hoops, flaming hoops, to get a return, and I probably wouldn't return those anyway. I'll have many opportunities to sell them. The last thing I'm going to show are these McFarlane monsters. They didn't lot these up. They sold them separately, which I absolutely hate when they do that, because they don't know anything about these figures. If you can tell that from the descriptions, so why not just throw them together? But I guess that helps me and hurts them, so probably not interested in that. But yeah, these are actually pretty pricey on Amazon. You could look them up. But that's the Mummy. We got the Dracula, and we got the very, very grotesque Wolfman. Well, that's kind of that's the main stuff I got this week. The really interesting stuff. Obviously, I like to sell toys. I like to sell video games. If you saw the other video I put on today, I sell any random thing from garage sales that I can get. But that's pretty much it. And if you guys have any extra information or any questions about any of the items I've shown or any of the information I've given, just put it down at the bottom of the comments section. Leave me a like. I guess subscribe if you'd like. And thanks for watching.